Hi everyone. Blessed Passover to everybody. Thank you, Yeshua, for your sacrifice and your gift on this day. I had a dream last night about, all I can call it is a tsunami from Lake Michigan. I live in a city on the shores of Lake Michigan. In my dream, I went downtown, which is right on the shoreline, and I was in front of a building with some co-workers, and I was watching the lake, and as one of the waves broke, it continued up the shore, like, 25, 50 feet more than it should have. And I started telling everybody, something's not right, we better get out of here, run. And I was able to run away from it on foot and escape and be okay. And once I was to safety, the Lord told me, now you're safe, don't go back there, don't come back here. And in the dream, I knew that what had caused that disturbance in the lake was a tremor. And I was shown a picture of an earthquake further south that had caused the tremor that hit my area. And in the dream, I said that the tremor was, no, I'm sorry, I said the earthquake was in Nebraska. But when I saw the map, it was not in Nebraska. It was right here. This is the southern tip of Illinois and the western part of Kentucky, Tennessee, and the eastern part of Missouri. This whole area was turned like a reddish brown color in my dream, and it had a crack coming up right here, crack, like northeast kind of crack. But I knew that this whole area here had fallen into the earth. It sank. It was a huge depression and it sank. And that is what caused the disturbance up here by me. And so I was told by the Lord not to go back by the shoreline, by the lake, but time elapsed in the dream, and I was taking my kids back downtown by the shore of Lake Michigan, and I was taking them to a water park, an indoor water park, which we don't have here where I live. But we were in this water park and a huge wave was coming from Lake Michigan. We could see it coming. And we knew it was going to cover the entire building that we were in. And sure enough, it did that, and then the world went silent, like we were under the water. And a woman in the water park said, "We're dead." And I thought, no, stay calm. The wave came in, it covered the building, but it's going to recede and go back, and the water will go back down. So sure enough, that's what happened. The water didn't fully recede. It was still up to almost to the top of the building. And somehow my kids and I got to the top of the building, and we were standing on the roof, and I said, okay, we're going to have to jump in the water and swim east, and swim west, and eventually we'll get to the land because Lake Michigan was behind us to the east. So we jumped in the water, and I found floating in the water a chest, and I opened the chest that must have been from the water park, and in there were floaties that you blow up for the kids to go in, just like a ring that you blow up. And I gave one each to my daughters, and I said, now put these under the water on your leg so that nobody knows that you have them, and we'll try to take them from you. And then I woke up. So I was up for a good half hour. I went and checked on the kids, went back to bed, and finally fell back asleep. and I was back in the same dream, which has never happened to me before in a dream. And I was in my kitchen now, and the floor in my kitchen started buckling and rippling and becoming distorted. And then it started happening in my family room. And I knew it was an earthquake, and I thought like 9.0. I called my parents because they live a mile from me, and sure enough, their floor was rippling too. They were feeling the earthquake. And in the next scene, my parents are in my house, and 3 men walk in. But one of them, they came into my kitchen and sat at my breakfast bar. But one of them I rebuked because he wasn't human. But as soon as I did that, he turned human. And I had the impression that they were looking for shelter and food. And they kind of started to take over my house. So I was like, I'm out of here. My husband stayed here, but my children and I and my parents left the house, and we went back downtown by the shore of Lake Michigan. And we were in this building, and there was chaos and destruction, and it was ugly, an ugly scene. But there was this girl inside a building, and she only had a top on, like a shirt. And I thought, oh, she's an orphan. Should I take her with me? And in the meantime, my mom is finding clothes for her to put on, and found her some clothes. And then the girl started jumping on like this mattress and doing somersaults over and over again. And my thought was, she's making herself drunken with dizziness. Or was it dizzy with drunkenness? One of the two. Anyway, we left her, and now we're back further north by Lake Michigan again. And I was in a building, and another wave started coming. It was a low one. It wasn't like the second one. It was a low wave like the first. And I'm running down the stairs of the building thinking to myself, the Lord told me not to come back here. The Lord told me not to come. What am I doing here? What am I thinking? So I put these 2 dreams together, and I figure, I think I better post this and just see if anybody else has had a dream about this area, Lake Michigan, or I don't know what it could mean. So your interpretation is welcome. Thanks for watching.